Thank you, Craig Sager. At Chicago Stadium, of course, it is a sellout here. They just dimmed the lights and introduced both teams, and the place was already rocking. Let's have a look at the lineups for tonight. For Chicago and Cleveland, tied at 1 game. Nat, Sanders, Doherty, Harper, and Price for Cleveland. Remember, Elo is injured, will not play tonight, and he's a man that Cleveland looks to defend Jordan a great deal of the time. Grant and Pippen at the forwards. Cartwright at center. They need production out of that position. Hodges at the shooting guard, and Michael Jordan, the point guard for Chicago tonight. And there is the Eastern All-Star coach, Lenny Wilkins, who was involved in the playoffs as a player, as a coach in Seattle, where he won a championship, and of course now has taken this Cleveland franchise a lot farther, a lot faster than most people thought was possible. And Doug Collins has done likewise with Chicago, and Collins is under pressure in Chicago. They won 50 games last year, traded Oakley for Cartwright, wanted to win more than 50, ended up winning 47 regular season games. His team was beset by many injuries, but the Bulls now are tied at 1 and have in effect won the home court advantage in this first round series against Cleveland. You saw our officials, Daryl Garrettson, Lee Jones, and Bernie Fryer. Harper to Doherty. Doherty misses from down low. Rebound, Horace Grant. Doherty likewise has not been a big scorer, but this man has. Michael Jordan. Pippen gets the rebound to Jordan. The fadeaway from Michael Jordan. He has 4. There's Collins and his assistant coach, John Buck. The Bulls haven't missed yet. They're 3 out of 3 from the floor. Price off the baseline screen. Rebound, Grant. Bulls running. It's 4-on-1. Hodges from Jordan. Well, the Bulls off to a 9-4 lead, and Cleveland's Lenny Wilkins knows he needs to get the timeout early. It's a 22nd timeout. Ron Harper with his first basket. It's 11-8, Bulls by 3. Jordan for 3. A three-pointer from Michael Jordan. Bulls lead it 20-12, 5:53 to go, first quarter. Corzine with the pick and the roll, but he gets it to Grant for the uncontested jump shot. Comes in.
Valentine checks in for the Cavs in the backcourt.
Here's Jordan from the perimeter, and the Bulls are on fire. So Larry Nance has gone to the locker room. We'll get a report on his condition. Mark Price getting a rest, and the Bulls are way out in front with 3:57 to go in the first.
Jordan looking for more.
The dish into the 7-footer Sellers from Michael Jordan.
Watch Jordan on the dish, finding Sellers. He scores.
Averaging 20 points a game in the first 2.
Everything is working for the Bulls. The inside is open and the outside.
And now Sellers from the perimeter, as Doug Collins calls him a small forward and a quarter. Who would have thunk it?
Jordan, 2-man game.
Inside to Doherty, kicks it to Corzine from the perimeter, and it'll fall.
Watch Jordan again, penetrating 2-man game. He gets a step on Harper off the pick by Corzine. He will dish it to Corzine. And count it. The Bulls are sizzling from the perimeter.
40-23 Bulls. Jordan anticipated the pass from Nance and stole it from Sanders. The finger roll from Jordan. The crowd disappointed that he didn't jam it. The Bulls, believe this or not, folks, lead it by 22. Jordan has 12. Frazier to be in there. You averaged over 20, didn't you?
I was. I contributed to Jerry West's 29-point average. You kidding? Jordan must be boxed out at all times. No one did it that time. He tipped it in.
That would count at the buzzer. The Bulls had a lead of 22. It was cut in half, and at the half, lead it by 11 in Chicago. Only Michael Jordan can spark the crowd like that. Collins on his feet on the sideline, and of course the Bulls will hope that'll get things rolling again.
That's the move. Jordan in the paint. Fouled by Nance. He throws it up. It goes. And Nance says, I don't believe it.
10:17 to go in the third quarter. Bulls lead back up to 11. Jordan goes to the line when we return.
Bulls controlling the tempo, half-court action now, slowing down the pace.
5 on the shot clock. Jordan puts it in the air, and
the basket.
And when you can hit the perimeter shot and slow the clock, it's devastating for the opponent.
Jordan with 7 consecutive points, and Chicago out by 14.
Well, you know, Jordan's a time bomb. He can go off at any time, and he exploded, igniting the Bulls' offense.
Sanders goes to the bench. John Williams into the ballgame. 9 consecutive points. Time bomb, Walt Frazier. You've got him correctly identified. The buzzer, it will count. Jordan had it blocked, got the loose ball. The clock continued to run, and he's got 25. Hodges. Jordan just exploding in this period. 13 points in the quarter. He had 14 at the half. Before you can blink, Jordan has it in the hoop. He'll go to the line.
Jordan shakes. He bakes. There's the foul. The basket good. And he has taken over the game, as only Michael Jordan can do. I think now with Gunther, you know, the guy from the Ringling Brothers.
Half court from Jordan. Cleveland gets a timeout as Lenny Wilkins sees this run going and doesn't want Chicago to settle. Who knocked Price down, got the ball loose, and got it to Jordan. That was a play, and Price looked up at Bernie Fryer, the official, and said, "I got hit by a truck."
A number 2 truck.
Cleveland still in it, trailing only by 8.
And they're looking for number 5.
35 points. He had 14 at the half. 10 on the shot clock for the Cavs. You could sure tag it on to Jordan.
Jordan watching rocking, rolling, wheeling, dealing. Right there, the foul and the basket counts. And he is devastating down the stretch. Harper doing an excellent job early on, but Michael starting to take control.
Jordan doubled the Chicago lead from 3 to 6 with 1:49 to go. 40 points. Williams is fouled by Horace Grant and will go to the line. The crowd on their feet in Chicago. Price in a hurry now. Air ball. Jordan is hammered to the floor by Nance and will go to the line again. And this ball lead in the best-of-5 series over the Cleveland Cavaliers. And Doug Collin and his son Chris leave the floor victorious at Chicago Stadium. Walt Frazier and I will be back to Chicago in a moment. And don't forget, coming up in just a moment on the Superstation, Los Angeles and Portland.